everybody. I hope your week is going well. I just got my first Jamba Juice. I love this place. They don't have it anywhere but California and Colorado. So I ran today and got my first Jamba Juice. I'm very excited about that. I have a lot to catch up on because it has been a couple of days. I was really busy yesterday, but got to go back to the property for a few hours. But I just decided to save everything for today. So I apologize in advance if I'm a little scattered because, once again, can you tell? It's going to be a little bit hard to follow along with myself. So let's see. Huntington stuff. I cut my hand on a knife, and I think I was putting the knives away because it wasn't like when I was cutting the strawberries, but it went all the way across my fingers like that. It wasn't very deep, but it was just like I must have just, when I was putting away the knives from the dishwasher, just ended up getting myself with one of them. Okay. Oh, ran into the door the other day and it really hurt. I was also sleeping in this bed and managed to whack my arm on this dresser, so I have a bunch of bruises because of that. I was saying a lot of the words wrong the last couple of days. Okay. And, okay, so I have been trying to get a hold. We have two prescriptions, my Paxil and the amitriptyline, that we've been trying to get a hold of for about 4 or 5 days. It started when we went to drop them off on Friday, and we were told when we brought them in, because they're from New York, and because we don't have a Wegmans here, it was going to take a while to transfer everything over, whatever. But we said, yes, we need that. So then we went in to pick them up Saturday morning, thinking that was enough time, and it wasn't ready still. And the lady was like, Isaac and I are, how long? And she said, I will call you when it's done tonight. So it's 8:30 and it's still, she hasn't called, and it's a 24-hour Walgreens. So I was like, I'll just call and find out if it's ready or not. Maybe she just forgot to call. So I called the Walgreens and waited on hold forever. And then you hear like, there's 2 more people ahead of you. There's 1 more person ahead of you. It took like 15 or 20 minutes just to get through to the pharmacy. So when she came on the phone, I said, I'm calling about the prescription we dropped off, and you guys said somebody would call tonight, and the lady's like, oh, let me look, because she didn't see anything, so she had to, do some research or whatever, but she puts me on hold, and it never picks up the phone again. 10 minutes go by, and I'm still on hold. So now I'm just frustrated with all the being on hold. So I called the main line and got the supervisor and just said, this is what happened, and I have Huntington's disease. I don't do well being on hold for a long time and being able to communicate, properly or whatever. So he took my name and number and said he would, look into it. And so he called back like an hour later and said he wasn't sure what happened, but that, they were at a different Walgreens, so I didn't really think about it, but he made sure to get everything filled, so if we even wanted to go Saturday night that we could, but I didn't need it, until Sunday, so going Sunday, to the one where we originally dropped him off, and she's looking and she's like, I don't see anything for that. And I was like, and all of a sudden I realized that there's 2 24-hour Walgreens, like in the same, like on Academy, I think. So I all of a sudden realized, oh no, we have to go all the way out to the other one that's across the other side of town. And then I got frustrated with the lady and just turned around and walked out of the store because I was really mad at myself. So all that to say, we did finally get all the medicine, but it was just one of those moments where I was like, stupid disease, because normally I would have been really on top of that. All right, let's see. Also, during the birthday party for my nephew on Saturday, I said it right. I said nephew instead of cousin. Um, we were supposed to Skype my daughter in, and it ended up like getting later and later, and I just like was getting overwhelmed. Like once all the kids got there, like the thought of trying to Skype in Juniper to the chaos, I just was too overwhelmed, and I texted Josh and said, can we do it later? Because I had thought that my mom would be there the same time that I was, and I could put her in charge of doing the Skype, but she didn't come until the adults party at 6 o'clock. So it was just like I got really like almost started crying for whatever reason, just because my mom wasn't there to do it, and then like I wanted to have that time with my daughter, but was also, I don't know, feeling like if I did see her, I might start crying because I missed her or whatever. So I'm not really sure um, about what was going on then. But then when my mom did come, then we did get everyone FaceTimed with Juniper. So that was good. All right, we're getting close to the end of these. Oh, I left the stove on yesterday, which was a first in a while, because my mom is not in there to make sure that I turned it off after. My brother's here, but he's a guy, doesn't necessarily is on high alert like my mom was for me, but nothing caught on fire, which is good. Oh, and I was eating a snack on the couch and spilled it all over the couch and down the cushion. And so my brother had to clean it up, and they have a really nice couch. But anyway, it was just one of those. A lot of things happening in that day. Kept saying my words wrong and a little bit more slurring. Let's see. Okay, I think we're almost done with the Huntington stuff. Oh, and something that has been good because of the Paxil, and I think I'm getting a little bit more sleep now. I was able to help on Sunday after my sister-in-law is amazing at throwing parties, and but she was like exhausted and not feeling good on Sunday morning. So she, was just staying asleep, and I just had this energy to take care of the kids, kind of give her the opportunity to, rest and recuperate after the crazy 2 days, that she put in with the party. So that was just really cool, getting to bless her and, to really be present with the kids and that. So that was one of the good things. And I think that is, okay, so last night I went out to the movies and dinner with my mom. And we were gonna go see the Hillsong United show about the worship at this one church. And anyway, the movie was amazing, and I actually got one of the songs for today's video through watching that movie. But it was amazing. Anybody who has an opportunity, I think it's only out until Thursday though, so you have to go. But that was good. But we had dinner before, and I had come up with an idea that I, thought about, because Juniper is only coming for a week with her daddy in October. And I also know, because she's not a baby, traveling with her on the airplane, like Josh is coming out and going back, that is, going to be a lot more expensive. So I had the idea that we would ask Josh, and see if we could keep Juniper for like 6 weeks at this time. It would take us just to the beginning of December, so we could, do her birthday and, do Christmas, like days that aren't actually on the day, but celebrate them with her. And that we would, maybe me and my brother or whatever would drive her back, like meet halfway with Josh, over a weekend. But I started to bring that up to my mom, and for whatever reason, I was just getting like really angry at her, and just kind of like in my head, like I had already made up my mind, and she was very gracious to me, but just kind of like, it sounds like you've kind of made this up already, but then like all of a sudden it was like, oh, I'm putting anger out there, but really it's because I don't want to talk about how sad I am about missing my kids, especially like, if Juniper isn't able to, we just don't have the money until the first disability check comes to do any more flying. So part of me is like, if she doesn't stay, then I won't get to see her again, until summer. So, and that part just, so that is kind of, I think it's coming out of that place of fear, but just not knowing, when we'll have the resources to do that. So all that to say, then I, I was able to identify what was really going on, and then she's like, I understand. She's like, some days I just like feel like I could be sad all day, for you, because she's just compassionate. She's my mom. So we ended up being able to still have a really good conversation, and that a lot more honest. And the movie was awesome, and we talked more about it after. So it was just really good, but I was able to understand more of what was going on. So definitely the last couple of days just have really just like missing my kids. And but it's only 2 weeks. I'm like that close to being able to have them again. So it's just like, but getting through each day, So that is what is going on. And the Psalm of today is Psalm 46. God is on our side. And of course, this goes right along with my heart today. So, God, you're such a safe and powerful place to hide. You're a proven help in time of trouble. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. One more thing, and this is I was having a phone. I was supposed to have a phone date with a friend of mine from Rochester, and for whatever reason, in the middle of the conversation, like I just couldn't think of anything else to say, and I ended up hanging up the phone and making it sound like I had lost connection with her. And this is just like, that part was like, wow, like, I've never done that before, but it was just like my mind couldn't engage in the conversation like I wanted to be able to. So that was another big thing I had to mention that one, because that's definitely a first for me. But just, and now it's like this, trying not to get like embarrassed and full of shame or whatever, because it's just having to put less expectations on myself for being able to engage in conversations. If just sometimes my mind can do that, and sometimes it can't. And one other thing, that my niece was really loud in the living room yesterday, and I was like, it was just too much noise. So I came up to my room. I just am so glad that I have my room to be able to be like, get away when I need to, and everyone in the family knows, what I'm going through, and are really understanding of that too. So those were the other two things. So back to yes. So we will never fear, even if every structure of support were to crumble away. We will not fear, even when the earth quakes and shakes, moving mountains and casting them into the sea. God has a constantly flowing river whose sparkling streams bring joy and delight to his people. His river flows right through the city of God Most High, in his holy dwelling place. At daybreak his help will be seen with the appearing of dawn. Here he comes, the commander, the mighty Lord of angel armies is on our side. The God of Jacob fights for us. Everyone look, come and see the breakthrough wonders of our God, for he brings both ruin and revival. Surrender your anxiety, Be silent and stop your striving, and you will see that I am God. I am the God above all the nations, and I will be exalted throughout the whole nation. Yes. So, and then I think I said the song "Spirit Lead Me," and that I'll put the link and the little lyrics. So that's my update for today. And I think I said, hope you're all having a great day, and I will talk when I have more to say.